Hi guys, welcome to another battle report. This time I've got a couple of reports from my local steamroller from last weekend, and the first game I played was against Stryker 1. I had in my pair Harley 3 and Nemo 3 because I was looking for a pair for my Stryker 2 list. So I took both possible candidates to this tournament. First of all, sorry for the quality of the video. It's because the first game we played was in a bit darker part of the room, so the camera was making up for the bad lighting. But I think that you'll be able still to see all the important parts. So I have won die roll and I have chosen to go first, as usual with Halley 3, and especially against Cygnar, while Stryker 1 doesn't have many possibilities to see through the clouds. So I want to go up the field and fast and start blocking the scenario. So I slowly start setting up. I spread my chargers and put my snipers one on each flank. Then Alexia is taking care of the right flank and the lances on the left flank of the scenario angle. There is a piece of burning ground that me making some concerns for me if my trenches will not get burned, but maybe it will disappear. So I have no choice as to progress up there. So my opponent deploys his jacks on the flanks. On the right flank, behind the jacks, there are his mechanics, and the left flank is supported by storm blades. So we start the game. I summon the echoes and put tactical supermans on the trenchers and cast temporal distortion. And the trenchers create a smoke wall. I pay attention not to enter the burning ground. I'm hoping that will disappear soon, so the first round I don't get in. I could have just digging the trenchers, but I'm a bit of concerned about the defender's gun, and I don't want to take any losses right now. So rest of the stuff runs up. I just move into positions. I put arcane shield on Halley. Usually I first put it on the lenses, but I don't want the lens to go too far forward right now, so I just put it right away on Halley. And Alexia advances on the right flank and creates a trap that may be useful later on to contest the flank or charge something. And my opponent goes, he gets Pathfinder from Rupert, and his Stormblades run into the wood. His Stormclad moves up, and in general the rest of his stuff advances. So without feeding, my opponent just advanced up the board. I think he wants to leave his feet for the next round when he'll be closer. But I think some of frontline defender, and some of the storm blades will be in reach of my guys. And we actually forgot to roll for the burning ground, and we roll, and then I'm lucky enough that the burning ground disappears, so I can pre-measure my cloud wall, and I will be contesting both flags after this round, and I want to advance and make as much damage as I can. The defender on the bottom there is in hover, or is it I think it's we agreed it's concealment. But chargers are pretty good at hitting things, so I start shooting and start doing damage to the defender. To combined shooting of two chargers does some pretty damage to it. Then I move Halley, and Halley future shoots the defender as well. And boosted damage, the damage is heavy enough to heavily cripple the defender, and the sniper finishes it off with 3 auto damage. And then my another charger starts shooting the Stormblades, or my third charger started shooting the Stormcloud, but it got evasive from Arlan and it moved away, so the second shot went into the Stormblades, and then the last charger also shot the Stormblades. And removed 2 of them. Then my sniper went and he removed one more Stormblade. Then Alton goes, shoots, and kills another Stormblade and repositions onto the hill. Then I move my trenchers after the shooting is done. They create a cloud wall and reposition back. Then I just position the rest of my army behind the cloud wall, create another troll, and there my round is finished. So if he doesn't want to lose on scenario, my opponent needs to advance toward my cloud wall, at least to deny me scoring on the flanks, and that's what I'm counting on. But this round he will feed for sure, and it will make things a lot harder for me. So his Stormcloud runs up, his charger advances, and the rest of his army advances toward my cloud wall. He wants to be close to the action when with his feet up. He should be pretty safe. And Stormblades also mini feet, and with mini feet and feet up, they are +8 armor. So I will have to somehow chew through all that armor, and it definitely will not be easy. But I've got Ragman, and I can feed with Hales and try to do some damage still. And I've got one good idea, I think, how to decrease the usability of the Stormcloud. My sniper's got a lane to shoot the captain. So without the marshal, the Stormcloud will not be able to get orders. So that will be some bonus, and I can take that captain if I only hit with 2 shots from snipers without any damage rolls. So his armor, with his high armor, will not be problematic. So my first sniper goes from the hill, shoots and hits, does 3 damage, and then the sniper from the bottom also hits, and the captain is down. Then my charger goes, and I think if I cannot kill the Ironclad, I will at least try to kill his support, so he will not be able to repair. So my charger on the right flank goes, and he shoots at the Stormblades. And I take 1 gunner out. Well, that very high armor is very difficult to get through. Then I decide I will not bring the cloud wall up. I charge with my trenchers. Maybe I will do some damage, maybe not, but for sure I will jam his forces. And I start rolling the attacks and damages. But after realizing how little my trenchers can do against his ironclad, I thought maybe it made no sense a bit, but I roll it off anyway, accounting for spikes. And Alexia goes in to Ironclad and starts pounding him with boosted damages, but with his crazy armor I'm not doing any real damage, just scratches. And I didn't have so many reasons because I didn't suffer so many losses so far. Then my charger goes in and starts pounding Ironclad and Stormclad with not much success. But he's so heavily jammed that I hope that he will not be able to retaliate too much. So I move Haley back, and Haley feeds, and I start attacking the Ironclad. So Haley casts Force Hammer on Ironclad, and she throws him 4 inches back or 4 or 5 inches back, and he's knocked down, and also flew over Ireland, also knocking him down. His heavy armor, thanks to the feat, saved him. And Haley also casts Force Hammer on Ironclad, also knocking him down. And that maybe wasn't needed. I maybe should have cast Temporal Distortion and stayed on camp just to be safer, because right now I'm up on attrition and my opponent may be looking at some assassination angles. So one thing I'm happy about is Stormclad is knocked down, and without his marshal, Stormblades are pretty decimated. Ironclad is a bit damaged. There are not too many mechanics, so he will not be able to repair too much. And the only thing I have skipped in all of this is Charger, who is actually undamaged and able to shoot at Haley. He's in range. The only problem are my models in the way. But I forgot about Stryker's one earthquake spell, so he can knock down my line of models, and well, sadly he can shoot at Haley. So this is an assassination angle that I haven't seen coming. So he shoots casts the spell, it scatters, but still knocks down the line of models he needed. And Stormblades go and they start attacking my forces. They are jumped up there with trenchers. And I just roll. If they hit, they actually don't even need to roll damage. I just roll tough. So my trenchers die, but Alexa is gathering the souls or corpse tokens, and then my opponent is measuring his spray from Ireland, and then shots from Charger. And he moves up Charger and puts two boosted shots on Holly. So Holly camped one focus and had Arcane Shield on her, so this saved her from death. Those two boosted shots did, I can't remember exactly, but I think it was 8 or 10 damage. And he still has that spray from Marlon, but he went a bit too far in range of my charger, in melee range of my charger, and he could not spray because Arlan doesn't have gunfighter, so he just made a regular attack. And I think he killed Radman. Then the Ironclad goes. So he's in range of two of my lances, and he kills both of my lances easily. Yeah, he had to buy one attack. And then he goes for my trencher, but I rolled tough. So the mechanics repaired some damage from Ironclad, and he actually forgot his Stormclad, forgot to move him, but in the spot he was, he couldn't do much. So I am about to engineer some assassination. Alexia did spawn some of the reason, and she puts one reason in front, and the reason cannot be a target of spells, but trolls can. So I did some attacks against Ironclad with my trenchers, but it was just a sideshow, it wasn't that important actually. So I want to get Stryker. He is in the trench, pretty safe so far. My chargers can shoot him, but not with the defense 19 that he has now. It will be much easier if I can knock him down. So Alexia goes, she creates a troll, and I buy her attacks to kill some of the Stormblades there, and put some damage on the charger. But the charger survives, but this is not so important. What I need to do is put Halley Future and Halley Past in position, so they can both try to take down Stryker, and Halley Past slams Thrall into Stryker, doing some damage to him, and then Halley Future shoots him. She needs 9s because he's not down in the trench, and she kills him on the second shot, I think. So for the optimal points for the tournament, I should have dominated the flag and cleared more of his forces, but I wanted to get Stryker dead, so I was maybe too eager. So thank you for watching, I hope you liked it. If you would like to see more of the battles, subscribe to our YouTube channel or like me on Facebook. See you soon.